montar un pollo in English is to throw a fit. To throw a fit. When you throw a fit is when you make a massive fuss and a problem about something, drama. Imagine I'm at a restaurant and the waiter brought my dish and it's cold and it's not what I ordered. And then the waiter tells me, well, this is what you ordered and this is what I'm giving you. And I just lose my temper and I throw a fit. And I will be like, what is this treatment? What kind of restaurant? You don't know how to treat people. I'm going to write on Google reviews. This is throwing a fit. The computer.
Good evening, Krystallo. How are you doing?
Good evening, Jack. I'm very well, and you?
Not too bad, thank you. Tell me about your week.
No, it's been okay. It's been better than last week because last week I had a terrible cold. And I don't know if people could hear it in my voice, but I was quite sniffly last week. Yeah. And I think that is a topic that relates very much to the latest CCE Weekly.
Yeah, you were very much my inspiration this week in your ability to bounce back and your ability to recover so quickly and only spend 3 days complaining.
I was on the sofa for 5 days, pretty much. I was suffering and I was quite frustrated because I think you had the same cold the week before, but you just bounced back within a day and you just bounce back. You've got the bounce back ability. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is that you have, then I get it. And then I'm in bed for 2 days and on the sofa for the other 3. Yeah.
KO, knocked out. Okay, so the topic, ladies and gentlemen, of this newsletter, or last week's newsletter rather, was bouncebackability. So this was a word, actually, this was used by a football manager like 20 years ago. I'm not going to bore you with the details, Krystallo, because obviously you're not interested, but basically he was talking about how his team needed to be resilient, how they needed to be able to bounce back after a defeat. And he coined this phrase, bouncebackability, which is obviously the ability to bounce back, to show resilience, to overcome an obstacle. So I thought that was a pretty good one to be discussing with you, bouncebackability, Krystallo.
Yep. Like I said, I think it was perfectly suitable, considering that last week it took me a whole week to bounce back. I think I have finally bounced back, but it took a while.
Yeah?
So,
Feeling better, though?
Yeah, I am. So
Fantastic.
for anyone who is not aware, my name is Krystallo, and this is Jack, and we're from Crystal Clear English.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes in and we're introducing ourselves. This is good. But yes, we are from Crystal Clear English, and this is from the CCE Weekly newsletter. If you're not subscribed, please do. We'd love to have you with us. Krystallo, do you want to go through these little bits I included? Get back on track?
Yes, I really like some of these expressions because you use the on track expression later as well. To get back on track is when you get back onto the road that you had planned, the track, but you had to like deviate because you were ill or because you had a difficulty or because you had a setback, as you say there in the description.
Very good.
I really like this expression bounce back because it's not only for illnesses. It can be for anything. It could be because you've had a difficulty and you're feeling a little bit down and you just bounce back.
Yeah, very good. Just like you. And we also return to winning ways. That's quite a good one. When you, guess what? You start winning again.
Exactly.
Yes, unlike Barcelona last night, but we won't talk about that.
No.
So, bounce back ability. That's pretty much all I have to say on it. Krystallo, explain to me why you shouldn't really say I recuperated, and it would be better to say I recovered.
Yeah, it's a typical mistake. I think it's just a really literal translation from Spanish to English. And even though I think the word, recuperate exists in English, but we wouldn't use it in the same way as Spanish do.
It's a bit more formal, right? Like, if I'm recuperating, it feels like, it's a bit of I've had an operation or something and I'm at home for 3 months. I need time for rest and recovery.
Exactly. But again, you use the word recovery because that's the most common way that we would describe the situation. You recover from an illness, from a surgery, from whatever it is that has made you feel unwell. So instead of I recuperated, I recovered is the best, for us at least, is a better way to say recuperé.
Exactly, especially for like the everyday situations, having a cold, being tired, returning to that routine, like you say, bouncing back is, recuperate is rarer. And recover is probably what you want to say. And we've got some other options as well. You can say I've got recovered or to get over. It took Krystallo 5 days to get over her cold.
Yeah.
Now she is back to normal.
Now
But
I'm
don't
back
worry.
to normal.
Don't I know it? Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah. I like it when you turn around and say to me the other day, I'm so happy you're back to normal. I'm so happy you've gotten over your cold, because it's one of the expressions I'm going to be using later. I was in a foul mood most of the week because of my cold.
Yeah. I was aware. Fantastic. So yeah, now you're back to normal. You got over the cold. You recovered. You bounced back. Lovely. And as you said, the business expression was back on track. The idea is, as Krystallo mentioned, that you've got like a train tracks. You've got two, and if you are off the track, then you're not making any progress. It is interrupted.
You're not continuing in the way that you had planned.
Yeah, exactly. There's an interruption. There's a delay. You messed up. It comes off the rails. You are not moving forward properly. So you want to get back on track, get going again in the right direction. So I said we're behind schedule, but we are back on track.
Excellent. You have a little video there that is like showing someone explaining how to bounce back from failure, if anybody wants to watch. But what I would really like to promote is the video that you have posted that is about silent letters, the silent B.
The silent B.
Yep. So please go and watch it, because I think you'll find it very, very useful. Jack is great explaining these silent B letters.
Yeah, 2 little rules. I'm not going to explain them now, but do check that video out. We'll be making more silent letter videos. We're going to be making more videos for everything, but step by step. Only 24 hours in a day, right, Krystallo?
Exactly. All right. So we have a tradition to talk about some of the expressions that come up in class. And can I go first, Jack?
Of course, ladies.
Now, I didn't know that it was called this way, but like I said earlier, last week I was in a foul mood. Okay, foul mood. Foul, I think most people know as falta in football, foul. But you can also use it in more ways, and that's one of them, to be in a foul mood, which according to the internet, it's humor de perros. Humor de perros. So when you're in a foul mood, you're not just in a bad mood, you're in a foul mood. Like I was truly in a foul mood. Everything that Jack did annoyed me. His breathing was too loud. He was just like, he didn't fold the blanket the right way, and I would just snap. And I was in a foul mood. And that's just a recipe for disaster, because we end up bickering.
Snap and bickering, these are good words. So to snap is when you just suddenly lose your temper, and to bicker is what?
Chicken.
Like it's
like and done. Yeah. So that's my first expression, to be in a foul mood.
Okay, so it's worse than a bad mood. You've got bad mood and then a foul mood, right? Okay. What have I got for you? I've got it's super easy one, to click. Okay, so you can use this in a couple of ways. Something can click. All right, it's like I was doing this for years, and suddenly it clicked. Suddenly you understood it. I believe in Spanish you can say "hice el click," so it clicked. And then you could also talk about having there was no click with someone. We spent a good time together, but there was no click. There was no. I suppose you were saying Spanish like chispa, right?
I'm not sure. I think it would
no
be.
Spark,
I like how you do this, because this is what click is to click your fingers.
Yeah, and also this is click your fingers.
Exactly. So when something clicks, it connects, because obviously you connect your fingers and you make the sound. So when it clicks, the wires connect, and then the idea, it's like, oh, okay, it clicked.
Yeah, I put this in the newsletter a few weeks ago. It's like the penny dropped as well. Like when you put the coin in the machine and it's like ding, and you're like, I get it.
Exactly. I like that one. It clicks.
Okay, Krystallo, you're next.
Okay, my next one is actually one of my favorite ones because I do this, unfortunately, a little bit too often. And in Spanish, this is translated as montar un pollo. Okay? So if no one knows how to say montar un pollo in English, is to throw a fit. To throw a fit. The same way we say montar una cena is to throw a dinner. Montar una fiesta is to throw a party. Montar un pollo is to throw a fit. Okay, so when you throw a fit is when you make a massive fuss and a problem about something, drama. So imagine I'm at a restaurant and the waiter brought my dish and it's cold and it's not what I ordered. And then the waiter tells me, well, this is what you ordered and this is what I'm giving you. And I just lose my temper and I throw a fit. And I will be like, what is this treatment? What kind of restaurant are you? You don't know how to treat people. I'm going to write on Google reviews. And this is throwing a fit. Okay. I don't usually throw fits at restaurants. I'm very polite, but I have been known to throw fits on other occasions.
You just do it later in Google reviews. You get your own.
No, I don't. I'm actually quite
go on. Finish the sentence.
Direct, maybe.
Direct, yeah. You can't hold it. You can't hold it. You got to get it out.
Exactly. So that's to throw a fit.
Okay, that reminds me of one in English. You can also say to throw a wobbly. So my parents would say this, like, so to wobble is like when your lip trembles, you know? It looks like you're going to cry. It's like, I don't know, like a rabieta, like a tantrum or something like that.
When a baby's about to start crying because they're not getting what they want and they're like...
Yeah, like Krystallo didn't get the dessert she wanted, so she threw a wobbly.
Sure.
Could happen.
Could happen.
Could happen.
Krystallo, you're up next. I think we mentioned this a few days ago, a similar expression, which is, we mentioned it costs an arm and a leg, didn't we, Jack? I think we mentioned this.
Yeah, I think it came up.
Yes, which is costar un ojo de la cara. But there's another expression that I really like, and it came up today. It costs a pretty penny. And obviously that's very British because it's a penny. You know, it's not a cent. It costs a pretty penny. Yeah. That's my expression.
I'd love it. If someone said that to me, I'd be like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. We got this new lamp or, this new light and it cost a pretty penny, but it's really pretty. It's really good. I don't know, whatever. What about you, Jack? What's the last
if you want to go for super British expressions, right? When you don't know something, right? You could say what? I haven't the foggiest. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about, Krystallo. You could say that. Super British expressions if you want. You got one more?
No, I think I've already had my 3. I do have more if I need to.
Go on, give me one more, just for good luck.
You want one more?
Yeah, we've got a little bit more time.
This is one of the expressions I use the most and I teach my students. And I think in Spanish is cada uno con lo suyo. Okay, and in English it's each to their own. This is when you say, I don't like that, I like something different. For example, I like apples and you like pears, but you know what? Each to their own. It's like there's no judgment here because each person likes their own things. Or each person is involved in their own projects and each person has their own problems. So each to their own.
Okay, very good. I've got this one. I've got like a fish out of water. So when you're feeling like you're not in the right place, you can say you feel like a fish out of water. I think in Spanish you can say, I'm not sure how much people say this. I don't think people say this very often, but I understand that you can say como un pulpo en el garaje, no?
Oh, what? Un pulpo en el?
Garaje, in the garage.
Wow, I love that.
I think someone's going to comment, but I'm not sure how much Gen Z are using this expression, but I think it exists. And I just want to leave you on this one because I think as we approach Christmas, it's quite a good one to mention. The word nervous, okay? The word nervous. Spanish speakers, when they say, yeah, he's very nervous. It's like, well, a lot of the time that in English, that's not what you would say, right? You would, of course, Krystallo, say you are. Yeah, okay, in a negative sense. Yeah, inquieto, you're restless. That's a really good one as well. But I mean, if it's a positive emotion, you say you're excited.
Yes, actually,
if you're talking about Christmas, he's so nervous, Christmas is coming. It's like, why is he nervous that Christmas is coming?
Nervous would be stressed or a little bit like, I'm nervous because I have a presentation to give and
Exactly.
I'm quite nervous.
Exactly. So if it's like a negative emotion, so my point is that in English, nervousness or to be nervous is very much a negative thing. Krystallo's nervous because she's got a job interview. Hope not, but anyway. But she is nervous. It's a negative thing, right? She has it's anxiety about this thing, whereas to be excited is a much more positive emotion. Exactly.
It's when you're like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to see your
Christmas is
grandma in
coming. You're
2 weeks.
excited. So don't say. Just be careful. Don't say, "Oh, Christmas is coming. He's really nervous," because quite honestly, that's that seems strange in English.
Yes, it has negative connotations.
Perfect.
Okay.
Krystallo, thank you very much. It's always
Thank
a
you very much.
pleasure. Have a
So
lovely week, and
you
next
too.
week we will be back for more.
Exactly.
Please
See you
like
guys
and
next time.
subscribe, chicos, and we'll see you in the next one.